Hi guys, welcome to Carnivorous Plant Hub. Today I'm going to be finishing up my Vivosun grow tent. And actually right now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be installing my filtration kit. So you can see right here is my carbon filter. That I've actually already got that in. I'm going to be putting in an inline fan, and then I'm going to be sending some air out. But I'm going to kind of show you how I'm doing that, kind of show you all the steps, the installation on that Vivosun filtration kit. One thing to probably point out is that there's a lot of different ways to do this. People have, some people have their fans on the outside, some people have their fans on the inside. I've done kind of a lot of research to see how I want to do this with my particular setup. Also with my particular climate, my humidity, the temperature of the room that I have it in, all those things went into consideration when deciding how I want to set up my filtration with my carbon filter. The carbon filter is awesome. It'll actually help prevent some of the air that goes out of the tent from stinking. Sometimes when you have the air in here, it can kind of start to stink a little bit, and when you filter that air out, it can kind of make the room smell bad. And in my basement here is a place where I work out, and the kids kind of hang out, so I don't want there to be any stinky air in here. But the first step basically is right here. And real quick guys, actually before I get into that first step, thank you so much for being here. This is actually part of an indoor setup for my carnivorous plants. If you don't know what a carnivorous plant is, go check out my channel. Really cool plants like Venus flytraps, nepenthes, that kind of stuff. Essentially plants that eat bugs. But thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you found this useful. If you want to learn more about carnivorous plants, like this video. All those things help me a lot tremendously. I'm trying to open up a nursery for carnivorous plants in my area, and this is kind of my journey in getting that whole process started. So let's go ahead and get this going. But so you can see I've already actually installed the carbon filter. So pretty straightforward. You have the outer part of the carbon filter. If you get, I'm going to come in here real quick. It's probably going to take out some of the light, but you can see here this is the filter. So this cloth over the filter helps block anything from getting inside of the filter. Before eventually the air comes out of here. I'll have the fan on out, so the fan is basically going to be here, and I'll be running some ventilation tubing to kind of go out this hole here. So this tent's really cool because it has the bars up here, which has allowed me to install the carbon filter so far. You can see these came with the carbon filter, these straps. I was a little bummed because there was no straps that came with the fan, but Vivosun did actually include a couple of straps, a couple of these straps, so I do have something to go ahead and put the fan in with. And the fan's actually down on the floor here. It's an inline fan. You can see it's pretty straightforward. It has an in and an out. Blows the air. It's a 4-inch fan. So this is essentially going to connect here, and then we're going to blow the air out that way. It's going to go out this vent here. So that's kind of going to be what the setup is, but I'm going to go ahead and get the fan in. The fan's actually going to go in really similarly to the way that the carbon filter went in. So I'm just going to hook some straps up here. You got this mount. So if you wanted to mount this outside of the tent, like on a wall, that's something that a lot of people do. So this can be used as an intake fan, or it can be used as kicking the air out. And I'm going to be using this to kick the stagnant air out. That's my purpose for this fan. I live in an area that's not super humid. It's kind of dry, so I probably won't have to have a fan on all the time. But this is kind of cool. You can see all of these can be closed. These are double lined. So there's two here. So any of these that you're not using, so this one I won't need because I'm not using this one. I've already closed this one up. I've closed the ceiling one up. The only one I'm really going to be using is this one here, and then I'll have to close with the ones that are on the floor as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get the fan hooked in, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, step 2 is now done. You see there's the inline fan. It's not the prettiest. You can see I had to do some tying. I didn't have to do that, but I just didn't want all those straps hanging down in the way. So I just kind of tied them up there out of the way. But you can see I ran the power cord out the hole right there. So the power cord is right here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this tent right here or not. But here's the power cord. I got the power right here. And you got your controller here, which controls the power of the fan, so you can kind of have it on a higher low setting. Most of the time I'll probably be keeping this on a low setting just to kind of get a bearing for where it's at, and then if I need to go higher I definitely will. But so there we go. So the next thing we need to do is I have the ventilation here that I need to run from the fan out here, so that we can get that air blowing outside of the tent. So let's go ahead and get that up next. It's got these here. Oh, one thing that I forgot that I'm going to need is the ventilation tape. I didn't realize that I needed some tape, so I don't have any tape right now, so I'm going to have to put some ventilation tape right there just to make sure that that doesn't come undone and that I'm not losing any pressure or air out of that side right there. These ones, this ventilation has these clamps here, so I'll be able to put the clamps from the fan out through the ventilation, so I'm not too worried about that, but I didn't have one for that, so yeah, we'll get it going. Okay, I have the fan now hooked up to the carbon filter right there, and then I have the fan hooked up to the ventilation tubing, and then I have the ventilation tubing coming around out of the side. I'll show you here, right there, and then going out of the top over here. I have the fan turned on right now, so you can feel air coming out of there. I hear that a little bit on the mic. The air is coming out, so it is ventilating the air, pulling the air through the carbon filter out of the tent. This is pretty cool. You got the control right here. So when I go this way, you can hear it. That's off. When I go this way, you can hear it get lower. So it's a really low output of air. The higher output of air. So it's nice, it's adjustable on the amount of air that you want to put out. And guys, that's really it. That's really all there is to it. You just tighten this up around the ventilation tubing. All this stuff came with the kit, guys. The tent and the ventilation kit. Like this is everything that you needed was with it. I didn't have to buy anything extra. So this is a nice little kit. The only thing I need extra is a little bit of ventilation tape to make sure and seal that right there, to make sure we're not losing any pressure or air. But that's really the only thing you would need is a little bit of ventilation tape. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use this other bar here, and I'm going to hang my Koray grow light. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get the light in here. Alright guys, the Koray 1000 watt LED grow light is actually installed now. So you can see I have it installed with these adjustable hooks. I have them all the way up right now because I don't have my Flytraps in here yet, so I just kind of put them all the way up. But these are adjustable. These are super cool. You can see on both sides here, it's on the adjustable rack. I just have them both all the way to the top. But you can see the light is on. I'm going to turn the fan off real quick so we can listen. Okay, so the fan is off, and now you can hear that the lights are completely quiet. So I'm going to show you the lights here. I'm not going to look because it's not good for your eyes, but let's go ahead and have a look here. There's the light. You can see looks really good. I can't wait to get my Flytraps under here and my Sarracenia. You can see it's putting out just a ton of light. Let's see if I can back up a little bit and just kind of show you the amount of light that thing's putting out. And the Mylar is just reflecting really nice. So this is awesome, guys. I'm super excited to get my Venus Flytrap in here. This Koray grow light fired up really quickly. This is a fantastic light, and I think it's going to do a really good job. But I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. So next video I have will be my entire grow tent setup. You guys will see my plants in here and everything. So make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And next video you see will be my plants probably absolutely loving its new environment. So make sure and check that out. Hope to catch you guys in my next video. Bye.